The next thing we're going to do is look at how we could use the PowerPoint as an online classroom platform. From our sections before, we already have activities linked here and the reading that students are going to do. But let's say we wanted them to do this activity and then submit it to us so that we would be able to see what they have completed, what they've been doing. We can also have them go to a discussion board. I've created these symbols and put them on here, and I need to link them back to Canvas so students have easy access. So I'm going to go over to my Canvas course. And in the past, when I first started with Canvas, I thought about clicking on modules always. And I would add content to a module. And I would add an assignment. And maybe it's a new assignment. Give it a name. Give it points. And give it a due date. But what we end up with is a long list of activities and things for students to do, and they have to click in and out of them. So I wanted a way that students could just easily get back to the assignment without having to click out of my PowerPoint. So what I'm going to do then is, instead of creating an assignment that way, I'm just going to go to the word assignments here on the menu bar, and I'm going to add an assignment to assignments. I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to give it a due date, and I'm going to give it some points. Now I can open that assignment, and I can edit it. I like to make the assignment look as close to the page that students are leaving as possible so that they are less confused. So I'm going to add an image I've already uploaded here, and it's the submit button that was found on the PowerPoint page. I can also type instructions for students of what they need to do in case they've forgotten. Before I leave it and update the assignment, I also have to show advanced options because I want students to be able to submit, especially if they're online and they're not seeing me in class. They need to be able to submit their assignments, and I'm going to give them all these opportunities, these options to submit through a text entry, a URL, a media recording, or a file upload. Then I go to the bottom and I say update assignment, and it creates my assignment. So now, for our purposes in the PowerPoint, is I'm just going to click back on the list of assignments. I'm not going to use the open assignment, and I'm going to right click on the word, the name of the assignment, and I'm going to copy the link address. I'm going to go back over to my PowerPoint. I'm going to highlight the word submit. I'm going to go to the word hyperlink. And when the box opens up next to the word address, I'm going to paste in that copied address from Canvas. And I'm going to say OK. I would do the same thing if I wanted to link to a discussion board. In Canvas, I would, instead of making it through a module, I would go to discussions, and I would create a discussion board, and then when I go back to the list of discussions, it will show here, and then I right click on the title of my discussion board and I highlight copy link address. Just the same way. Go back over to the PowerPoint, right click, go to hyperlink, and add in the copied link address. The reason we're doing this, I'm going to show you from my current online course. Instead of a huge long list, this is my entire course, and these are the modules that students must complete when they're online at home. I have an introduction that just is a video of how each module works, but I'm going to go into one. And when it opens, I'm going to show you, students just click their way through. They have access to anything that I've written or that they need to read. They're going to watch a couple of videos, And then when they get to this page, they're going to do an activity and they're going to upload. And when they click the upload, it goes right back into Canvas, and it's the exact same page as the picture that's for them to look at, and then they upload their assignment. And so that works very, very well. Instead of having this long list in the modules, it's all embedded in each PowerPoint. So the one last thing to think about is when you're in this mode and you've created this and you've linked your assignment to Canvas, remember in the slideshow you can see the activity. It'll pop up from Google Docs. The reading will pop up from Google Docs. But until this is embedded through SkyDrive and then back into Canvas, even though it says it's it shows the highlighted address, it's not going to open. It will only do that when it's in a web-based format. So that's why you might get frustrated. I did it first because it wouldn't open, but that's the reason. So I hope that helps you figure out how you might do it where students have just as few things to click on as possible, and everything is readily accessible to them.